Hello, thank you so much for choosing this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please could you like it, share it, and it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel. It will really help me out. Enjoy.
Okay, so here we are, Piccadilly Gardens. Come here to Manchester today to film a different demonstration than the one I went to last week in London. So we'll see how the two compare. So we'll have a little wander around Piccadilly Gardens first. So you can see they're getting the Christmas market ready. All the huts are going up, which is nice. So that has a different feel about it, which I don't think is such a bad thing, do you? So we all know where we are, don't we, by now? I think there's been enough Piccadilly Gardens videos on the go on this platform. So I'll just show you a little bit of the Christmas market. So the demonstration today is threefold, really. There's a protest about what's happening in Gaza, Lebanon, but also there's a protest today about the Balfour Declaration. Arthur Balfour, who was once the British Foreign Secretary, he actually wrote a letter or wrote a statement to the leader of the Zionist Federation, which was a certain Lord Rothschild, who lived at Piccadilly, and that was on today's date, the 2nd of November, but back in 1917. And there was a declaration of support for the objective of establishing a Jewish national home in Palestine. So that was way before 1948, so the people that are marching today, protesting today, say that this proves that it was planned for some time before it actually happened. Okay, so I'm in St. Peter's Square, and I want to just show you this. Obviously, we're a week before Remembrance Sunday. I'm working next week, unfortunately, so. But if you are in Manchester, it's certainly a place where you could come and pay your respects. So I've just spoke to a really nice fellow who was a councillor, and I asked him about the barriers, and it's nothing sinister really. They've just barred it off so they can give it a big clean up before next weekend, for the Remembrance weekend. Plus there's an Italian community that want to come and pay their respects, and there is a memorial in there for those soldiers. So a bit of a tent city there, which is not great to see this day and age, is it really? Okay, so I'm just having a little bit of a mooch around while I wait for the march to start. You can see the St. Peter's Fields, the Peterloo Massacre, as you can read, 16th of August 1819. A peaceful rally of 60,000 pro-democracy reformers, men, women and children, were attacked by armed cavalry, resulting in 15 deaths and over 600 injuries, as you can read. Let's hope it never happens again, eh? Okay, as you can see, it's a free trade hall there. So you had a main hall downstairs, and then upstairs the lesser trade hall, if you like, which is where the Sex Pistols once played. And according to myth and legend, just about everybody who was anybody in the punk scene in this area, this part of the world, attended. But in reality, they're said to have only been around about 40 people. And there we are. That's the building where punk rock first resonated, if you want to call it that, in Manchester. Famous Midland there. Not sure, but I think it's owned by Britannia, so whether you want to go there or not, it's up to you, isn't it? I won't be. Let's see who's in attendance then. A few face coverings already. Socialist Worker, a magazine that printed the article before the gathering in London last Saturday. I mentioned on that video, they're in attendance, obviously. So I haven't seen any banners with a mention of the Balfour Declaration. No, I wasn't. Can I ask you something? Who's Arthur Balfour? Who's Balfour? What's that about? Because I noticed on the...
Oh, you just have to Google it.
Yeah? Is he the guy that did the Declaration? Right, okay, got you. I thought it was at the back of my mind, I didn't know. But you want to tell me who Arthur Balfour was? I thought that was the whole purpose of today. But I certainly wasn't in Liverpool. I've been in Liverpool for ages. Just showing you all the different movements, collectives that are here. So Greens for Palestine. So UK Jews against occupation apartheid, that says. Na'amod.
What if this was your child, your wife, not just one member of your family, but your whole family? What would you do?
There was a normalisation talk taking place at the University of Manchester this week. Give me a who if you know what normalisation refers to. Oh, who, sorry, not who. We know that this is not a conflict. This is not two equal sides at war. And normalization seeks to make out like Palestinians are not being made to endure an oppressive colonialist force that is subjecting them to apartheid. So what happened was a number of students, community members and staff members at the University of Manchester crashed the talk in which such a debate was seeking to liken anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism, which we know to be an absolute falsehood. So another cheer for the people who crashed that event and for the fact that Manchester rejects that kind of normalisation. We will not have it in our education institutions or our schools or anywhere else that we will tolerate.
And we are stood here, silent, doing absolutely nothing about it. What more can we do? We need to come together. When you're walking past on the street, having no clue what we're doing, look it up, research, because it's not okay. What if it happened to you? What if it was your mother, your father, your children? It's unacceptable. Just because it's halfway across the world doesn't mean we should not care. We need to protest to our Western politicians who do absolutely nothing for our country. Absolutely nothing. We need to come together, stand up against these big boys that think they're doing something when they're really not. Am I right? They're not doing anything. They're sat there in their fancy cars, the £10 million cars, giving £10 million, £20 million to the Zionists, only for them to drop helmet-made bombs onto the children. Children, shame! Children! Children are dying, they're being bombed! What if it happened here? What if the Zionists launched a bomb and they bombed your family? How would you feel? You feel helpless, there's nobody there for you. This is how the millions and millions of Palestinians and Gazans are feeling right now. They're helpless. And then when they see us gathering in our millions, in London, in Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, Scotland, all across the world, New York, we see that they see us marching and they feel that sense of hope, the sense that it's not over until it's over. There is no two-state solution, there is a one-state solution, and that is called Palestine!
Repeat after me. We keep each other safe. We do not talk to the police. We do not talk to the press. We do not engage with agitators. If you are arrested, say no comment. Do not give personal details. If you are arrested, ask under what power. Do not accept a caution. If you are arrested, do not accept the duty solicitor. Call Robert Lazar's solicitors.
The Barclays, and we're going to give a little wave to Barclays as we go. Barclays has cut its investment in Israeli arms firm Elbit. And also, just this week, a Palestinian student in the University of Manchester who was threatened with removal from this country because her presence here was regarded as not conducive to the public good. Why? Because she had said that the people who are oppressed have the right to resist. She had supported the lawful resistance in international human rights law, and she had stood on this square 392 days ago in order to say that simple message which every single one of us here has said for every single one of those 392 days since. And even the immigration tribunal in this country, not a body generally given praise by this or any other march, even the immigration tribunal found that her presence was conducive to the public good, and what she was saying she was perfectly entitled to say. And let's give a big round of applause for that victory, for free speech, for human rights, and most of all for Palestine! Do you want to march today? Do you want to march today? He wants to march. Do you want to march?
Well, today is another day that we have proven in history that the people hold the power to make the change, not the establishment. My comrades, this is where our efforts lie. We cannot fall into despair. We cannot fall into the lies that what we make, what we do, makes a difference.
Back over here, let's talk. Friends, you and I, as we know, we're not righteous in and of ourselves, but God has provided a righteousness which comes from Jesus Christ, by which you can be covered and you can be declared legally righteous in God's courtroom.